Hello, tech enthusiasts. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we've got something truly exciting to discuss. We're diving into the future with a sneak peek into the best laptops of 2024. So if you're in the market for a new laptop, stick around because this video is packed with the latest and greatest. So let's get started. Number 5. Lenovo Legion 5. Lenovo Legion 5 Gen 615 2021 is a low-cost option. It's a low-cost model with GPU options ranging from an entry-level NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 to a powerful NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070. You can select an AMD Ryzen 5 5600H or Ryzen 7 5800H CPU, all of which are strong enough to ensure seamless gameplay. It has a solid build, a large keyboard with lighted keys, and a variety of connectors including 6 USB ports and an HDMI 2.1 port. However, because it is big, it is not very portable. For the finest visual experience, we recommend choosing the 165Hz 1080 or 1440 screen. Match the 1440 panel with an RTX 3070 to get the most out of it. Any GPU will do for 1080p gaming. While the GTX 1650 can only achieve 60 apps at low settings and may not achieve acceptable frame rates in the most recent AAA titles, because the memory and storage are user replaceable, you can start with a lower cost configuration and upgrade later. Because they aren't replaceable, a majority of your budget may go toward the greatest CPU, GPU, and display arrangement. The Lenovo Legion 5 Gen 615 2021 gaming laptop is in the lower mid-range. It's a step up from the Lenovo IdeaPad Gaming 3 2021, but it's a step down from the Legion 5 Pro and Legion 7. In terms of style, user experience, and configuration possibilities, it is quite similar to the IdeaPad Gaming 3. However, it features an additional QHD display option and GPUs such as the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070 and the AMD Radeon RX 6600M. Unlike the IdeaPad Gaming 3, the Legion 5 has a MEMUX switch and higher wattage GPUs, allowing for superior performance. The AMD Ryzen 5 5600H CPU in our Lenovo Legion 5. Number 4. Razer Blade 14. The Razer Blade 14 2022 is a high-end variant featuring a solid aluminum chassis and a minimalistic Apple MacBook-like look. Present options include a 1080 144Hz display with an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 GPU, a 1440 165Hz display with an RTX 3070 Ti, and a 1440 165Hz display with an RTX 3080 Ti. It's simply a matter of resolution preference, as all three configurations give a seamless gaming experience in graphically demanding AAA titles. We recommend choosing the RTX 3060 or 3070 Ti model, as the RTX 3080 Ti is substantially more expensive and a terrible value alternative. It boasts a fantastic keyboard with RGB illumination per key, a large connection selection including an HDMI 2.1 port, and a fast Wi-Fi 6E wireless adapter for low-latency online gaming. In terms of upgradability, the storage disk can be replaced, but not the memory, as all three models include 16 GB of soldered RAM. When gaming, the battery lasts around an hour, which is standard for any laptop with a powerful GPU, so keep the charger nearby. Under load, the keyboard becomes a little warm, but the fans aren't too noisy or obtrusive. While the Razer Blade 14 is a fantastic gaming laptop, it is also somewhat pricey. The ASUS ROG Zephyr. Number 3. Asus Chromebook Flip CX5. Asus stunned us with the Chromebook Flip CX5, a stunning $800 notebook that runs Chrome OS. It's as tough and well-made as any other Windows laptop at a higher price point, and it has a distinct silky texture. It has complete laptop features including a 57-volt battery for fast performance, long battery life, and quick charging. There are numerous ports available, including an HDMI port and a microSD slot. The speakers sound fantastic, and the keyboard is really comfy. Asus hasn't skimped on the CX5's casing or performance. It's the product to get if you want a Chromebook with a large screen. The polish is the most distinguishing element of the CX5, even among modern Windows laptops. Asus calls the chassis finish electrode deposition coating. I'm not sure what that implies exactly, but I know I enjoy touching it. The keyboard deck and lid are both almost unnervingly smooth. Velvety is the best word I can think of. Except for the Dell XPS 13, with its rather contentious woven glass texture, no laptop I've reviewed feels this good. That smoothness extends to the touchpad, which is spacious and performs an excellent job of palm rejection, albeit it is slightly stiff, requiring two hands to operate at times. Other than that, the CX-5 performs admirably as an entertainment and productivity device. The Harman Kardon-certified downward-firing speakers have good percussion and volume. However, I did notice some distortion at the upper end. The keyboard is reasonably comfortable with good travel and click. Nevertheless, it is a little loud and the numpad is too small for my small fingers. Number 2. Microsoft Surface Pro 8. The Microsoft Surface Pro 8 2021 is the greatest 2-in-1 tablet we've examined. Because of its adaptable tablet physical factor, the Surface Pro is one of the best laptops for home use. You can detach the keyboard to make it easier to hold or conserve space, such as on a kitchen counter, and then reattach it when you need to type something. Its 3:2 display is crisp, bright enough to avoid glare, and boasts a refresh rate of 120 Hz to make pen input feel more responsive. For rapid loadings, an outstanding 1080p webcam and a Windows Hello IR camera are located above the display. The keyboard is comfortable to type on, although it must be purchased separately, as must the stylus. The battery only lasts about 7 hours of light use, but the power adapter is quite small and can be charged via its USB-C/Thunderbolt 4 connectors. Because this is a 2021 model, there is already a newer version, the Surface Pro 9. It's basically the same gadget as before, but with faster Intel 12th Gen processors. The Surface Pro 9 is simpler to find, but if you don't need the performance boost, the Surface Pro 8 can save you a lot of. Number 1. Asus ZenBook Pro Duo 14. We can actually advocate purchasing a dual-screen laptop. The dual-screen form factor has previously felt gimmicky, difficult to see, and difficult to use. Asus, on the other hand, has slanted the screen substantially higher than before, increased the resolution, and included anti-glare etching to make it truly usable with the ZenBook Duo 14. ZenBook Pro Duo customers can use Asus ScreenXpert software to turn your keyboard deck into a small, clear secondary OLED panel. This second screen can also be used as a big touchpad, which is useful because the device's built-in touchpad is somewhat small. The tablet also includes high-performance CPUs from Intel and NVIDIA, as well as a large 1610 primary screen. This, dear reader, has altered everything. Last year's 14-inch ZenBook Duo model, for example, only tilted the secondary screen up by 7 degrees. The 2020 model was even more svelte. In both cases, I was continually craning my neck to bend over to see what was on the second screen. The increase to 12 degrees may not appear significant on paper, but it has finally raised the screen to the point where I no longer need to crane. As I type this, I'm leaning back in my workplace chair. Actually, I'm reclining slightly. I can see the Pro Duo's primary screen and the secondary screen's content perfectly fine. In this supine position, I can read the words on the secondary screen. The performance in my general work use scenarios was as expected. I could stack Chrome tabs on top of Zoom calls or YouTube broadcasts with no problems on either screen. The RTX 3050 Ti isn't meant for AAA gaming and is weaker than other laptop GPUs at this price point, but it can definitely make older, lighter titles a possibility. From my eyes, there concludes our top 5 best laptops of 2024 list. All product links are in the description, which is updated with the lowest prices. Subscribe to our channel for more videos. Until then, we'll see you in the next video.